The winter update has just released, and it's pretty solid. It added tanks, a new jewelry store, and more. How does it compare against the other winter updates? I will be ranking all 5 winter updates from worst to best. Get started by looking at the worst one. In last place, we've got the 2017 winter update. This update added trains as a robbery, along with the ATV, Volt Bike, and McLaren. It also revamped the bank a little bit. While it was their biggest update ever at the time, it was certainly not their best and it had many issues. The trains were notoriously buggy when first added, and it took 5 months for the devs to fix them. The Volt Bike would prove to be problematic for several years and would turn into an extremely game-breaking vehicle for years. The McLaren was one of the most hated and least popular vehicles in the game due to its lackluster stats. As for the ATV, it became one of the most forgettable vehicles in the game. While it may seem like this update only has negatives, most of the problematic issues luckily were eventually fixed. As mentioned before, the train bug was fixed 5 months later and now it's a decent robbery. The McLaren got buffed enough to be a pretty decent vehicle, and the Volt Bike is in an incredible place after the bug got fixed. However, all of these were really problematic during the update, so this throws it in last place. In 4th place, we've got the most recent Jailbreak update, the Winter 2021 update. While I think not adding a new robbery was a good idea, it still does make the winter update a little less special. The tank is fun to mess around with, actually really fun to troll around with, but it isn't a great vehicle for actual gameplay. The cameras are honestly pretty useless and are already getting neglected. Season 7 has some decent prizes, but the grand prize makes no sense for the season and is really out of place. However, the winter map is incredible and is easily the best one ever. The revamped jewelry store is great and really fun to rob, and the speedometer is also really cool. Overall, this update is okay, but it doesn't quite have the spark of other winter updates. In 3rd place is the Winter 2020 update. This update added the DeLorean, the bank truck, C4s, and reintroduced seasons with a new XP system. The best thing about this update was the new season system. While it was very flawed in the beginning, it was better than nothing, and I was really happy to see seasons back. Seasons gave me a reason to play the game and something to grind towards, the main reason why I have a soft spot for this update. As for everything else, it was mediocre. The DeLorean, while undoubtedly a very good-looking vehicle, was really slow and disappointed many players, myself included, as it had no hovering feature. The bank truck is a really cool concept and is a decent pay method for cops, but it doesn't work very well as a robbery for criminals. Lastly, C4s were an amazing item for trolling, but the devs sadly nerfed them by removing friendly fire. Thanks, username. The new season system and the amazing map made this update one of the better ones, but it certainly isn't without flaw. In 2nd place, we have the 2018 winter update. This update first introduced seasons and levels to Jailbreak. It also added the secret bases under the volcano and in the mountain by the museum that have the holographic maps. Airdrops and codes were also added, which helped give nice cash bonuses to players. Now seasons were an amazing content additions. They gave the game a whole new depth, and players who owned everything finally had something to do afterwards. Season 1 rewarded the Torpedo and the Batmobile, 2 incredible vehicles that are still highly sought after. The seasons were the best aspect, but everything else, while decent, is kind of obsolete. Airdrops are pretty buggy and don't reward very much, codes are incredibly rare, and the secret bases are pretty much forgotten. Overall, I really liked this update, but not much from it has impacted the game very well. But easily coming in 1st place is the 2019 winter update. This update introduced the plane robbery, the new skydiving system, and the Tesla Roadster. The Roadster is one of the best vehicles in the game, and it continues to be one of the most used to this day. The skydiving system was amazing as it made falling much easier to do. The only thing really holding this update back is the plane robbery. The plane is one of the most inconvenient locations to rob due to its distance from the city and the time it takes, along with the low payout. This has resulted in the plane being one of the least robbed locations in the game, and rightly so. Everything else in this update was great and helped improve gameplay in an amazing way, so it comes in number 1. This concludes my ranking of all 5 winter updates. What do you think? Do you agree or disagree with my ranking? What is your favorite winter update? Make sure to tell me in the comments section below. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe for more Jailbreak rankings and content like this. Very soon I will rank all the vehicles over 1 million J-Bucks, and I will also rank all of the robberies, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.